Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. And happy birthday to those of you that are celebrating your birthday in the month of July. We are going to dive in to your month of July. What do you need to know? How can you best navigate this month? And what messages the angels have for you? And just kind of taking a peek at the energy and taking a peek at your cards. I feel as though there's going to be a lot of deep internal work around relationships, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with other people in your life, your expectations within relationships, and how you can be authentically you within your own relationship with yourself and your relationship with other people. So I think that there's going to be a lot of work done, but I see you really reconnecting with your confidence, your power, and this is all heading in the direction of you really loving your life. This is a continuance of that energy of you really loving your life, you really being joyful in your life, but at the same time, you know, we've got to go deep this month. It's Mercury retrograde for part of the month. We're going to go deep, we're going to dig deep, and we're going to do some work. So let's take a peek first at the cards that are representing the overarching theme through the month. Okay, so the first one that we have here is the King of Water card. And the King of Water card reverse is really about yourself or someone in your life just really approaching a relationship from a place of really closing off that heart chakra, a place of really protecting yourself or them protecting themselves. And you really want to pay attention to that because it really creates a significant energy barrier where it's going to be problematic. Either you have that yourself or they have that, but you can feel that when you're trying to connect with someone, when you're trying to deepen or develop a relationship with someone, when somebody has really closed off that heart, you're going to feel that distance. Even if what they're saying to you is suggesting that they haven't closed that off or that they aren't pushing you away or keeping you at a distance, you're able to recognize energetically that and even behaviorally that there is a distance. And this is really saying I think you're going to be taking a peek at, you know, how do I feel about this? Number one, if it's me, how do I begin to like open myself up in a way that doesn't feel too wildly too vulnerable, right? But at the same time, do that in a way that allows people into my life. Or if it's someone that I'm engaging in a connection with, how do I expect better for myself, right? Because at the end of the day, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to develop to the level that you want it to if this other person isn't able to rise to the occasion and really let you in and really be a certain level of vulnerable with you. So you might need to ask for this. You might find yourself really needing this and wanting this, and you may find yourself exploring, do I need to make some changes in connection with this? The next card that we have here is the Five of Air reversed. Okay, so this is about, there's some, and this may be where some of these closed hearts are coming from, right? But this is about, there's been or is coming, but this feels more recent, past related to me, some hurt, some pain, some maybe a lack of trust. You know, maybe somebody has lied in some way or been really dishonest or intentionally deceived you. Okay, so this is an acknowledgement of that. This showing up reverse is really saying to me that you probably are on the other side of this. You probably are seeing the deception for what it is. And now there's just a healing that needs to happen. It's like, I understand this for what it is, but now I need to heal. Now I need to go through the very human process of healing through this. And we have everything within ourselves to heal ourselves. We just have to honor and listen to what that is. So asking yourself, what do I need to heal? What do I need to move forward? And part of this is like, is there a lesson here for me? Can I learn the lesson that I was meant to learn from this, and then can I move forward? Because a lot of times when we're holding on to something, it's because we haven't learned the lesson that we were supposed to learn from it. And the reason that we obsess about it or we think about it so much is because our brain is trying to search for the reason or the lesson. And can we recognize what we're supposed to get out of this, or how we can do things better or differently next time, and then allow ourselves to heal and move forward? The next card that you have here is the Three of Water reversed. Okay, so again, this is maybe a feeling disconnected. This is feeling like you're not having very much fun, or you're not enjoying yourself when you are with people. And this is really saying that we do need to, making sure that you surround yourself with those people that bring out the fun in you, that bring out the light in you, that help you to feel like you're celebrating life, because I think this is going to be really key to balancing out some of this other relationship stuff that you have going on in this month. So surrounding yourself with those people that just lift you up and that you can have fun with, that you feel like you're celebrating life with. The next card that we have here is the Saboteur reversed card. Okay, so I'm going to just read it. It says, induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So where are you sabotaging yourself in your life, or where is there a saboteur in your life? Sometimes with that Five of Air energy, it's like somebody has purposefully sabotage something, whether they had their heart closed and so they got really like they were afraid of maybe connecting with you or allowing that to go to the next level, and so they sabotage that in some way, or maybe you sabotage that in some way, or maybe it's totally disconnected, but there is an energy of somebody sabotaging something. And so it is important for us to take a look at our life and say, how am I self-sabotaging? How am I preventing myself from being the best me that I can possibly be? And are there people in my life that have sabotage certain things that maybe I need to take a look at, because maybe having those people in my life is not really a good positive thing for me. The next card that we have here is the Bear card upright. Okay, so the Bear card is all about connecting with our power and our wisdom, and this is really saying to me, like, you have this within yourself, and I think part of this month is really about fostering and pulling out that wisdom that you have within, that intuition, that intuitive knowing, and reconnecting with your power and your confidence. And this is going to be the journey that you're on, is how do I find that again? How do I reconnect with that? Or maybe it's been a really long time since I felt connected to that. So what do I need to do to connect me to that confidence and that inner power and that inner knowing? Okay, so exploring those questions. And then the next cards that we have are in connection with barriers, challenges, things that you can expect through this month that might be more challenging. Okay, so we have the Two of Earth reversed. This is like having a difficulty balancing things. This may be specifically balancing like finances, things like that. So you may want to take a look at, where do I need to balance finances? Where do I need to make some changes that will help me to have a more solid foundation? This is a good month for you to take a look at that. And you may have some circumstances showing up that are showing you where the holes are. Okay, so maybe that this is also about, like, again, finding balance in your life and balancing out, like, if it's all work and no play, or all play and not enough work, what do I need to do to bring myself back into balance, to hold myself accountable, to not sabotage myself, but to allow also myself to enjoy life and enjoy the little things in life and be playful and have fun. So the next card that we have here is the Renewal card reversed. And this is really saying, like, there are some things that are being brought to you that, like, it's time to take a look at. Do I need to move in a new direction? Do I need to change it up? Do I need to shift some things? And I feel like this is really being handed to you, and the responsibility is being handed to you. And it's time for you to take a look at that. Do I want to let this go? Do I feel called to let this go? what changes do I need to make to my life to bring forth a sense and feeling of renewal, of moving in a new direction? Because I do feel like there are some things, some areas of your life where you're being called to move in a new direction or change it up in some way where things are going to feel, again, that energy of renewal. The next card that we have here is the Two of Water reverse. Okay, so again, relationship stuff, right? When Two of Water is upright, it's like, this is like a soulmate energy. This is us really connecting deeply, really finding a growing love within us. But when this is reversed, it's really saying to me like there may be a disconnection, there may be a distancing from a relationship from somebody that you once felt very close to. This can be like the actual end of a relationship. This can be just feeling more distant and feeling like you need to do some things to address it and allow for this relationship to be worked on, because sometimes we feel, like sometimes it is important to work on relationships as well. So it's really about looking within and asking yourself, is this something that I'm wanting and willing to work on and I feel like can be worked on? And if so, what do I need to do? What needs to be addressed? And if not, how do I step away? How do I move in a new direction with this renewal energy? We also have this Knight card showing up, and I feel like really specifically that this is kind of like you're waiting around to be rescued in some area of your life. And this is really saying like you have to understand that you are the Knight. You are the one who has all of the power to rescue yourself. So don't wait around for somebody else to fix this. Don't wait around for someone else to do this. This is about you understanding your power and having the confidence to follow through with it. And I feel like that's a huge theme for you and what you're working on in this month. Then we have the Kangaroo energy. Okay, so this is about also you looking within and asking yourself, how can I continue to be, or how can I start to be on a broader level, a force for good here in this world? This is so important on a collective level right now that we are asking ourselves this, and I really feel like that's going to be one of those things that just really feeds your soul, and I think that you need that right now. So how can I be a force of good? How can I be of service here in this world? And following through with whatever answers come when you ask those questions. The next cards that we have are connected to what gifts you might expect here in this month. So the first one that we have here is the Unity reverse card. Okay, so this is really saying to me like there's going to be some shifts in perceptions, shifts in your spirituality, shifts in the way that you're viewing the world, especially like on a spiritual level. But I think that this is a good thing. I feel like this is like driving you in the direction that's more in alignment with your soul. So this might actually be a disconnection from a spiritual group, or just a way of thinking that you've thought, a way you've thought for a long time, and all of a sudden you're seeing things in a different way from a new perspective, and you're kind of starting to seek out these connections of like-minded people, or a place that will really foster this new way of seeing things, or really foster a place where it's okay for you to ask questions. Like I don't feel like my spirituality is set in stone or my beliefs are set in stone. It is a flow. It is taking what comes in, taking what happens, and assimilating that into my belief system already. It's about learning and allowing ourselves to always be spiritually growing and spiritually understanding and continuing to ask questions. As soon as we feel like we have an answer, I don't know about you guys, but when I feel like, I never really feel like I get answers to my spiritual questions. It's just like, oh, okay, so I kind of have an understanding of this, but it leads to 5 more questions, So I think that you are in this journey and you're asking questions, and I think that this is truly a gift because it's going to lead you to those people that are going to foster this next level of your spirituality within yourself. So this is really key and important. Then we have the Queen of Fire reversed. You're feeling disconnected from your confidence. You're feeling disconnected from your power. But because this is showing up in the gifts category, I feel as though this is something that you're working toward. Again, this is a major theme that you're working on throughout the month. And I do feel you reconnecting with your fire. Queen of Fire is also oftentimes connected with like work and things like that as well. So you may find yourself just really finding shifting within work, finding your power within work. The shifting will be a positive shift, a stepping into your power. So you may find that in your actual work that you get paid for, in your life's work, you know, just the things that you're putting your time and your energy into. But I see some shifts there for you as well, some positive shifts. And the last card that we have here, the last angel card that we have here is the Nine of Water. Okay, so Nine of Water, I believe you guys got this card last month or the month before. It says your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. And I feel like this is in here to remind you that this is truly what you are working toward. And so you need to keep the faith. You need to understand that you are working in a positive direction. You are making progress. Honor your progress, acknowledge your progress, and understand that you're like any changes, anything that's coming up is helping to assist you in being at the point where you absolutely love your life. So I'm excited about that as that develops for you guys. The next card that we have here is the Panda card. It says stay balanced and in your essence. Honor that essence. Find that balance. And so just making sure that you are allowing yourself, again, same with that Two of Pentacles, to find a nice balance in whatever area of your life or areas that you're finding yourself unbalanced, right? And reconnecting with your essence. Who are you really, and what do you really want for your life? And then the last card that we have here is the Judge card. Okay, so where are you? And this showed up reversed, by the way. I didn't pull it up reverse, but it did come out of the deck reverse. So this is really saying, where are you either being judgmental in your life, or where is somebody being judgmental that is having a negative impact on your life? What needs to change? What needs to go? What needs to shift? So those are your messages for the month of July. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.